I couldn't believe how much I was crying watching the final scene as the sons are helping their dad along the ice.
Oh my
Oh
gosh.
my God.
This is a Bramble Jam podcast.
Welcome to Girls Gone Hallmark, a Hallmark review podcast. I'm Megan, and I'm a longtime Hallmark fan.
I'm Wendy. I'm a former Hallmark hater.
Today we're discussing A Keller Christmas Vacation, which originally aired on the Hallmark Channel on Sunday, November 9th, 2025, and you can currently stream it on the Hallmark Plus streaming platform. You know, we're everywhere on social media. We're Girls Gone Hallmark on Instagram, on TikTok. Give us a follow.
Hey, come give our website a visit. We are girlsgonehallmark.com. Tons of movie information over there, fun things to look at, actor profiles, etc., etc. I think it's a good time.
I agree with you. Let's kick off our discussion of A Keller Christmas Vacation with a synopsis.
3 reluctant adult siblings join their parents on a Christmas river cruise through Europe, each dealing with personal issues, only to find unexpected joy, romance, and family bonds along the journey.
McLean Nelson directs A Keller Christmas Vacation. He's behind many Hallmark favorites, including Hall at the Holly Lit Up, The Magic of Lemon Drops, and The Presence of Love.
The script comes from Tracy Andreen, marking her 37th writing credit. She's penned numerous Hallmark hits like The Magic of Lemon Drops, The Holiday Sitter, and 2 Tickets to Paradise.
This is Jonathan Bennett's 85th acting credit. Hallmark fans last saw him in the Cherry Lane movies, and of course, he's the host of Finding Mr. Christmas.
Brandon Routh returns to Hallmark after his beloved role as firefighter Zach in The 9 Lives of Christmas and its sequel. Beyond Hallmark, he's known for DC's Legends of Tomorrow, Arrow, and Scott Pilgrim Takes Off.
Eden Scherer, best known as Sue Heck from The Middle, makes her Hallmark debut with A Keller Christmas Vacation.
Laura Lefkow, with over 100 acting credits, was last seen on Hallmark in, Joao Noel. Still 2 years later, that title. I don't speak French, guys. Anyway, she also appeared as Carol Langetti in what is maybe my favorite non-Hallmark show right now, The Diplomat.
Wow. Bold proclamation.
So good.
Nigel Whitney plays the Keller family patriarch. Hallmark viewers will recognize him as Byron from The Way Home. He's also known for extensive voice work across television and video games.
When watching this, were you like, I know his face.
Who
I know his
is he?
face.
Yes.
Where is he from? Where is he from? And then it hit me. I was like, duh, it's Byron. German actor Frederick Brossier was last seen on Hallmark in A Heidelberg Holiday in 2023 opposite Jenna Claire Mason.
Anand Desai Barokia plays William and returns to Hallmark following The Presence of Love. His past credits include Bridgerton and The Outpost. Jill Winternitz as Felicity makes her Hallmark debut in A Keller Christmas Vacation. This marks her 31st acting credit. We are going to take a quick break and we'll come right back with our first impressions. Hey, Wendy, what was your first impression of A Keller Christmas Vacation?
Miracles of Christmas restored.
Oh, break out the tissue. We need a Kleenex collab.
Totally.
My first impression is, once again, I say, when are we taking a trip to the holiday markets?
Oh my God. We got to talk about it.
Well, let's talk what we liked about this movie.
Well, first for me, I thought the sibling trio was super believable. We have Cal, Dylan, and Emery. They just all worked.
Yeah.
They bickered like family. They teased like family. And still somehow they had each other's backs, like when it really mattered. I just thought this dynamic felt real. It all worked together. And incredible casting too, I thought.
I totally agree. I loved this trio. And Jonathan Bennett posted, he was like, what do you get when you put Aaron Samuels, Superman, and Sue Heck in a movie together? Oh. And it's movie magic, honestly. It's great sibling casting.
Yeah. Honestly, like him and Brandon Routh look very similar.
I read an article where Brandon had said like they look like siblings, and so they finally got to play siblings.
Yeah, it's just like the dark hair, the features, it's totally believable to me. Totally believable.
1,000%. Great casting.
I also, just real quick about the siblings, I loved the moments when they had like real talk, like not the like bickering, but the scene, especially when they're in that barn hotel and they're all sharing that one room, and the boys are on the ground and sister's on the bed, and they're talking, and then they share like I love yous. God, I wish I had relationships like this with my own siblings.
Yeah, that was a great one. And then the one where they say, hey, we need to have a sibling chat, and they go to talk about what's going on with Dylan and William, because William has shown up and they can tell that there's tension. And I like that they have their own little sibling moment, and they all kind of also talk about other ways in which their life is falling apart a little bit.
Yeah.
Oof. Quick little like the opening sequence with the family photos. I thought that was well done and on theme with the movie.
Me too. I loved it.
I like some of the funnier lines in this movie. You're so touchy when you don't have your morning protein.
Yes.
And William's like me at one of my brother's family football drafts. In terms of comedy, there's a lot of physical comedy on the part of Jonathan Bennett, which he does so well when he gets stuck in his lederhosen, when he smacks his head on the ceiling of his bedroom. And the dock running scene, if you're on TikTok and you haven't seen videos of dock runners shot by fellow cruisers as their shipmates try and make it back to the all aboard call time, sprinting down the long docks, I thought it was great.
I love that scene. I know it was a little hijinksy, but not so much. Like, they're riding in on this like motorcycle with this sidecar, and they're like, "We're here, we're right here." That was funny. That feels like a nightmare to me. Like that would be my biggest. I would be like, we have to get back to the boat 2 hours early before it leaves because I don't want to be left behind.
100%.
Yeah, no. Speaking of funny lines, it's in my Did You See That's, but I'll just, since you dropped yours here, I had a few that I thought were really funny. Jonathan Bennett says one time, "I'm not an athlete, but you should see me on a Pilates reformer." I thought was really funny. Also, Emery, when they get to that barn, she goes, "Why do I feel like I'm in the future of a true crime podcast?"
Oh, yeah.
I loved that. And also when they were sleeping in that room at that barn, Dylan makes reference to the creepy elf that's above him. And he goes, "Have you seen the creepy elf? The trauma is real." And I was like, if you know, you know. That was great.
Really
So great.
good.
Yeah. I liked the slow burn storyline for Cal. I thought his backstory was a lot. I'm going to talk about that in my wishes, but I like that he meets like this gal on the cruise and he's single. He's charming. Felicity clearly agrees. I like their growing connection. I was rooting for them. I like that it wasn't like, "I love you" at the end or anything. It was like, they met each other and let's see where this goes. I really enjoyed that. You mentioned the lederhosen. I loved it. I thought it was hilarious. That's it. I just thought it was funny that somebody took his clothes and then now he's in the lederhosen.
Yep.
From top to bottom. I thought that was hilarious. I loved the redemption for William. I was so sad. I'm going to talk about it in my wishes too, but I was so sad that the parents brought him into what was going on there, the dad's like medical stuff, and that he had that weight to bear. And I just thought that was so unfair. So I loved that they apologized to him at the end. I loved William in this movie.
Yeah, William has so much warmth to his character.
Oh, so good.
I really loved him as well. I like the moment when the parents have let the kids in on what's going on with dad. And I watched this movie twice, and when I watched it the second time, I was like, oh, it's so obvious knowing what I know now. But when they say we're not the only ones who know, and I was like, William knows.
Yeah.
And Jonathan Bennett as Dylan's face as he has that realization, all the emotions that cross his face. That was a really emotional scene for me, the kids reacting to the parents.
Oh my gosh. It was too much. And this is why I think it is, because of the age we are.
Yes.
We have aging parents.
Yes.
And like dealing with this stuff feels very real.
Yes.
I truly, truly thought the writing of the script treated this storyline with such care. I really appreciated it.
I did too. I also really appreciate the way they handled Emery's career path. I think it's very realistic while also honoring her passion. She's like, look, I got to pay the bills. So I'm going to take a real job, but I am going to commit myself to trying to make my passion into a full-time reality. I think that's realistic, right? Like, she's not blowing it off, but she also knows, as she says, the economy has not been kind to her generation.
Right.
They handled it well.
Yeah.
And that moment with her parents where she's talking to them and they're like, why aren't you doing this more? And she was like, what are you talking about? Like, I need to pay my bills. I thought it was nice that they're recognizing that life is short and they want her to be happy.
To be happy.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, miracles of Christmas.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe we might have been, this is like a gotcha movie. You think it's going to be like and it's comedy. There's a lot of comedy in it, but it really gets you right in the good.
Yes. Oh, the one other comedic line that I had in my notes was, that's right, Captain Glühwein.
Oh, yeah. That was hilarious.
Great.
I love that he got hammered on whatever that like German wine was or whatever. 2 more little things. No, 3 more things. I loved the proposal between William and Dylan.
Oh, the dual proposal.
Yeah, I loved all of that. I thought the final scene of this movie was like, I couldn't believe how much I was crying watching the final scene as the sons are helping their dad along the ice.
Oh my
Oh my God. Oh my God. And then it has this song playing, which the song, I don't know what it was, but the line in the song was, no matter where you go, let Christmas bring you home. And I
Oh
was
my God.
I'm a hot mess watching the end of this movie.
Yeah.
A hot mess. One final thing. You talked about it, the Christmas markets, in your first impression. The Danube sells itself here. Like, take me to a snowy European market. I'm ready to go.
I know. I want to go on a Christmas market cruise.
I think that is like a huge bucket list item now.
Me too.
Yeah. I'm going to mention it here. It's in my Did You See That? But the floating heart light in Vienna.
Oh my gosh.
I looked it up. This
Yes,
is like
me
a
too.
thing that exists.
Me too. I loved that floating heart light. I would have been all in on that.
Oh my God. I watched so many TikTok videos of it last night. I was like,
That's funny. I loved it too.
I have to see it in person.
I know.
Yeah, very cool.
Let's talk wishes.
I have just a few.
Yeah, same.
Very few. My first one is about Cal and his backstory. At the very top of this movie, we get a ton of information about Cal's baggage.
A little too much.
Look, they could have just made him recently divorced guy and goes on a family cruise. Like, I don't know why we needed, I'm divorced and I have this long crush on a friend who, like, our timing didn't work out. Why do we need all that?
Especially in a movie with so many storylines.
Yeah, I thought it was bizarre.
Yeah,
Thought
the
it was
divorce was enough.
Yeah. My other wish is, methinks that Sue Heck, as Emery, could have used a little bit of lip color.
Oh.
She was just bare lipped the entire time. I just was like, dress this girl up a little bit.
Okay.
That's all. And then my final wish, the Christmas tree ring was really quite terrible. But I loved the whole proposal. And I know it was like a replacement for like the ring that was back at home and whatever. But
Right.
I was like, oh, God.
You kind of touched on my wish, but it's the Dylan and William conflict. It's so drawn out in the movie. Like, they have so many confrontations where Dylan's like, please tell me what's going on. And William can't say a word. And it's frustrating as a viewer. And when you have all the information, you understand why. But it's hard to watch. And I guess maybe that's real life, but I just have to wonder, like you said, it is so unfair that his parents put him in that situation. It just was potentially very damaging to their relationship.
Oh, totally.
So I found that very frustrating. And again, that sort of decision making may be real life. Like, we reached out to the one person we knew who we were close to, but who might be able to help us out here. And then that inadvertently had a little bit of a butterfly effect. That was hard for me.
You know, because there's like HIPAA violations and stuff like that, right? Like, William by law can't tell Dylan any of this stuff?
I don't think that's a HIPAA violation because he's not their patient. Like,
Oh,
that's
okay.
like your friend. I don't think he's bound
They
to
just
that.
came to him for advice or recommendations or whatever, right? Yeah, but still, like, don't put this man in the position when the parents are not ready to tell their children about what's going on. Like,
And Dylan says, like, they're right. I would have told everybody if they had come to me with this information. I wouldn't have been able to keep it to myself. But it's complicated. One last tiny wish, real missed opportunity not to have Catherine Disher make a cameo on board.
I agree. I absolutely agree. But did you notice it was a different
Yes, I did. Cruise line?
cruise line?
Indeed.
Yeah, I was like, oh, that's so interesting. Like, why Hallmark couldn't have, like, not that Hallmark production, whoever couldn't have, like, struck another deal to highlight the same cruise line as they used before.
Yeah, who knows?
To me, it looks like they actually shot a lot of stuff on this boat.
Oh, yeah, that's actually in my links. Remember how you always wanted more boat stuff? A lot
Yeah.
more boat stuff.
Yeah, more boat stuff. I loved it. Mm-hmm. I really love the white elephant exchange too with the other passengers.
It's so fun.
so fun.
The contrast of that, like the fun joy of the exchange and then the dramatic way in which it ends is really well done.
Oh gosh, when he goes down, I went no.
No, it's a real gut punch because you get so caught up in the, like, I love a white elephant exchange and the stealing, and it's so fun, and
Yeah.
and then oh no.
You know, shout out to McLean Nelson. He can do drama really well. I don't want to say drama. He can do drama really well, but The Presence of Love was very dramatic too.
Yes.
Is drama the right word I'm using?
Yeah, I would say that was a drama.
Anyway, he's a good director.
A romantic drama rather
Yeah.
than a romantic comedy.
Yeah.
And this is like a dramedy.
Yeah, that's definitely what I would call this one.
Well, let's talk. Did you see that?
I already talked about several things, but I have two we didn't talk about. The gingerbread masterpieces when they, well, first of all, they're building their gingerbread house, and I don't know what Dylan is putting on the top of it that makes it like all crumble apart. Like, I know, like, so Cal wasn't holding it, but like Dylan was trying to put like a roof on it or something, that whatever. My did you see that is I thought it was hilarious that they had the ruins of Pompeii
Yes. Very
as their
funny.
final thing. I thought that was hilarious. I thought it was really good. My only other did you see that, and I wondered if it was intentional now. The mom and dad are in their room and he's like putting his shoes on and they're getting ready to go. He's like, I just got to tie my shoes. And then he stops like mid shoe tie and then just puts his foot back down on the ground. And I was like, oh, well, is that like a Parkinson's thing where like,
Yeah, is that a tell or
did he just was like, okay, let's just
we're not
go on with
actually
the
going
scene.
anywhere? Yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
I have a couple little things. One, at the first Christmas market, Noah is speaking and he's like, this market fills the whole park, but all we can see are a few stands and it looks really tiny. So I kind of was like, pan back a little bit because I know they were there during the actual Christmas markets. Obviously, you know, we see the Hearts of Vienna. I know you remember when we interviewed Jonathan Bennett last year, he was like, I'm leaving for a movie that has to be shot during a specific time of year.
Yep.
And we were like, the holiday markets, but he did not confirm.
Right.
But yeah, so I wanted to see more of that. My only true, did you see that, is Dylan and William are walking and Dylan is telling William about his frustration with his job. And William says he'll figure it out. And they both have earpieces for the tour in. And Jonathan reaches for his and then he puts his hand down. And then the next scene, they turn to face each other and then they both reach for their earpieces to take them out. And I felt like it was like just a slightly early cue for Jonathan.
Oh, interesting.
But the emotional moment was so strong that they're like, let's leave that take because they were connecting. Finally, just a fun fact. I read a little interview with Eden Scher about this movie, and she says she became very close friends with Ananda Sai Barokia, who plays William in this movie. We were fast friends. We clicked. We immediately ticked off one of the key requirements of any lasting friendship. We were snarky on the side together.
Oh, that's fun.
And I would like to say that Eden Scher is a delightful follow on TikTok, so give her a follow.
What is she doing now?
I don't know. mean,
What are
she's
her
just
TikToks about?
her life at home with her twin daughters.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Fun.
What did you rate A Keller Christmas Vacation?
This one's up there. This is a 4.5-star movie for me.
I gave it 4.25 stars.
Ah.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Girls Gone Hallmark, a Bramble Jam podcast. We'll be back next time with more Hallmark reviews. Goodbye.
Bye.
All right, friends, before we go, just a quick heads up. You're about to hear some ads. These little gems help us keep the show running and the Hallmark love flowing. So do with that info what you will. Grab a snack, hit the skip button, or maybe, just maybe, listen in and discover your new favorite product. Bye.